And welcome back. The Bronx Community College's Disability Services Office has the mission of supporting students with disabilities and ensuring they have equal access to educational opportunities. Now, with October being National Disability Employment Awareness Month, the college has developed a partnership with Empire Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Join me now and here to share insight is CUNY Bronx Community College's Disability Services Director, Maria J Pantoja, and we thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
To talk about disabilities obviously is very important because we are here in this month, but it really is something that many students across our CUNY campuses are facing and dealing with, and you do a great job of really being able to provide and meet their needs.
Yes, at Bronx Community College, our office provides services to students with disabilities. The process is slightly different between high school and college. That's what is very, very important for students to know, that they have to self-disclose to the Office of Disability Services in order for them to request accommodations. We provide accommodations as extended time in service, separate location, maybe an assistive technology device that can help them succeed in college. In my position, I oversee the LEADS program. The LEADS stand for Linking Employment, Academics, and Disability Services. Our goal is to provide career guidance from day number one. Students will learn about job opportunities, internship opportunities, and soft skills.
So when a person comes in, they first have to self-disclose, right? And then after they self-disclose, then you have the opportunity to connect them to the variety of different services. What are some of the more prevalent services that you're seeing students take advantage of?
The students take advantage of our note-taking applications. We have a lot of assistive technology that we share with our students. We train them, and in addition to that, we provide testing accommodations. Students in high school, they receive something that is called extended time in testing, and this accommodation is also provided in college.
We hear a lot about online learning and remote learning. I mean, this is what's happened since COVID, and a lot of people are still trying to make the adjustment. How are you able to assist those in this community who are really struggling with, maybe online or remote learning?
Believe it or not, COVID was a bless, because once we transitioned all our curriculum online, students with disability got access to our courses in their homes, providing accessibility for those who cannot commute to the campus.
And so this month we've got National Disability Employment Awareness Month, and talk to us a little bit about this here. What goes on throughout the course of the month?
National Disability Employment Awareness Month, we take pride that during the past 4 years, we have developed a relationship with Blue Cross Blue Shield, Empire, and where they not only have donated funds, thousands of dollars, to students with disabilities for their unique needs. In addition to that, every year, they open their doors to our students for a Disability Mentoring Day. Our students are able to meet with Empire workers with and without disabilities and learn about the do's and don'ts of job hunting.
And for people who are not so familiar, it's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes in order to make it happen. And then you have a student that you impact. What are some of the stories that you may think out in your mind about how you've been able to impact students to make that difference in their lives?
I think that I have seen my students take on part-time jobs, full-time jobs, and become fully independent. We have many, many cases, especially for the ones that they work closely with the office. We are able to help them transition to employment.
Yeah. And earlier we talked about disclosing, right? Because the student has to be able to disclose in order to make that happen. What are some of the best ways that students go about disclosing? Because it's a real sensitive area sometimes.
The student must know that all the information that they provide with our office will remain with our office. Students can self-disclose by completing our online application in our website and providing medical documentation. They can do it by fax or however they feel more comfortable. If they choose to meet with a disability accommodation specialist over the phone, they can do that. We are providing services online, over the phone, or in person. So most of our students, believe it or not, after COVID, they feel more comfortable with a phone interview. Once the process is complete and they are registered with our office, they will receive our services.
Yeah. And so for yourself, obviously it's a great feeling to be able to help students out at this level and really make a difference for them. What about bridging the gap between faculty, staff, getting that word across? What do you do about getting the word across to the campus about the Office of Disability Services?
That's a great question. The accommodation process is an interactive process between the student, faculty member, and the Office of Disability Services. We provide a lot of training to faculty. We have transitioned to online content. So faculty is new to creating online content, accessible online content. So our office has taken the role of guiding faculty on how to create this content. Students know from day one that if they have they are experiencing some difficult with a faculty member, they must bring the concern to our attention. We don't want the students to go and try to negotiate their accommodation with the faculty member. Students know that we are here to help them and that we are here to advocate for them. So disability awareness, we provide a lot of workshops for faculty. Our website has a lot of resources for faculty on how to provide the service to our students.
Yeah, navigating it is, it sometimes can be hard, but when you have a lot of information that's out there with faculty, obviously, they get the information, it makes life a little bit more easier for them in terms of understanding. Are you finding that more and more people are coming into a better understanding of the needs of those in the disabled community?
Yes, I think that we are moving towards. It's not ideal yet, but I think that we're working on it, and I think that I want to highlight that at BCC, a lot of our faculty are invested in our students. So they will go the extra mile to provide the accommodations to our students.
Tell me about some of the challenges that you're actually facing now.
The challenges that we are facing, I think that stigma. I think that students do not want to register with our office because in the past they have been labeled. So they want to try them on their own. And although our services are, students are aware of our services from once they are accepted to college, we have our disability statement. So they know that our services are available for them. They choose not to register with our office. So sometimes they fail couple of semesters until they said, you know what, I think I need my extra time, I need my services. And sometimes it's a little too late. Now we're working on appeals and trying to help the student to come back from those semesters.
Yeah, because sometimes the perception, right? There's a perception and there's a bias there, and that bias becomes so hard to overcome.
Yes. And I think that the transition between high school and college is definitely problematic. Students in high school are labeled, unfortunately, and the accommodation is provided directly by the teacher. In higher education, the student can pick and choose. I want to receive my accommodation in this class, but I don't want to receive my accommodation in that class. I want to self-disclose, or I don't want to self-disclose. So having that freedom of not being labeled, I think that that's very, very important.
Yeah, Maria J Pantoja, thank you so much for being with us. Great work that you're doing over there at Bronx Community College, and keep it up.
Thank you.
All righty. Well, now if you want more information, visit the website at bcccuny.edu and then call them, 718-289-5874.